picking up where I left off. All right, so when Gator gets killed, I feel like it happens in a way where it's not done with a lot of uh, fanfare, and it's just like we kill the drug addict because that's what we do in our minds anyway. We don't think about them. We just want them gone, and we don't want to actually deal with their problems, despite their
Mm.
cries for help. But that's all I have to say about that. I really have nothing else for Gator. This dictator
Yeah, I
story.
mean, it was a too much of a dramatic ending for a non-necessary part of the story.
Hmm.
I felt like, yeah, like you said, maybe the story was trying to tell like, there's a man crying out for help because he's a drug addict, and we're focusing on interracial marriage,
Hmm.
and then in the end, like nobody cares about him and he dies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is not a movie about drugs, so I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, I
Yeah.
feel the same way. I thought it was this is where my cringe point went. I thought
Hmm.
it was just like unnecessary to have that all like big dramatic death scene
Yeah.
in this whole movie.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, so in the last final scene, controversial final scene, Flip is leaving the house. He can't walk his daughter to school. The neighborhood looks a little bit different than it did before. Flip is makes it to the corner of his block, and a light-skinned, racially ambiguous woman bumps into him and says, "Hey, Daddy, can I suck your dick for two
That was
dollars
Halle
for you?"
Berry. That was the same character.
No, no,
Vivian.
it was not. No, it was not.
Yes, it is. She even said it. She said, I'm gonna say this. She said, I'm giving blowjobs for you, and you have like all this crack in your pocket. She said it to Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, but that's not the same woman. It was not the same girl.
I thought it was.
It was not.
Okay, well we'll check it.
I promise
Maybe.
you. I promise you, it's not. You can look, but either way, Halle Berry, huh?
Nothing. I didn't
Either,
say anything.
either way, whether it is Halle Berry or not, the woman, I feel like the woman, of course, is strung out on crack, and that's tragic in itself. But the tragic thing is that I feel like Flip did not know whether Angie got pregnant or not. So when he saw that woman that could possibly, look like his daughter or son that he might have had
Mm.
with Angie, we don't know what happened to Angie. Uh, he was saying like, I might have created a monster. I might have created something out here that could eventually, become like this person. And
Mm.
that's why he held her close and said, "No, what have I done? I was so, not focused about what was happening in my world, in my community. This could happen to Ming, my daughter, or I could have put somebody out there in the world who I'll never know that could end up like this too."
Mm.
That's what I was
Wow.
thinking.
Okay, I did not get that at all. I
That's what
missed.
I was. It's just an idea.
No, like that definitely the ending makes more sense now
Mm,
because to me I was just like, what is this?
right. Because the way
What
he
like why
grabbed
is he
her,
shouting and stuff?
the way he grabbed her in a way where he didn't just pull her close and didn't see her face. He like did that arms out thing and then like brought her close and held her head like it was somebody he didn't know, and then looked to the sky and screamed, "No!"
Mm. Mm. I mean, because I thought that girl was Halle Berry, Halle Berry's character. So I was, and also like the last scene before they showed that was Gator dying. So I
Mm,
was thinking, okay, like did he somehow know like Gator was dead or something? I was thinking that in my mind, so I couldn't connect that.
no, no,
But now it makes more sense. Yeah,
no. There were two scenes where crackheads approached him and offered him blowjobs for
yeah.
crack, and I believe
And it
in one
went
of
on
the
a sale. First
yeah,
time she said it was $5, and second time it was $2. I was like,
exactly.
wow.
Now I do believe in the first scene where that happens, that is Hallie, but in the second scene, it's a different woman.
Okay, okay.
Right. What did you have nothing to say about the ending or anything to add on?
I mean, it was a bit cringe, but now that I heard like your side of the ending, it does make more sense to me now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought ending was actually like one of the worst parts of the movie, honestly. Like the whole Gator dying and also like the scream. It wasn't that like big of a good ending,
Mm,
but the movie itself, it did touch good places and points and themes. So yeah.
right, right. Overall, it's an enjoyable movie-ish. I would say there are parts in it that do make you laugh, some that really do make you think. Uh, really, really deep dialogue about the complexities of Black life and interracial relationships. But my problem is that Flip is just so unlikable. The act of adultery has to have some sort of justification if you make your character do it. And instead, Flip acts like that character in a horror movie who does everything that you're yelling at the screen not to do. And that's why it's so just a bit frustrating watching him go through his struggles, because like we can sympathize with the Black man who goes through struggles in a movie
Hmm.
because of hatred or bigotry, but we can't deal with somebody who puts themselves in certain situations and then expects us to care. And there's hardly a character I care for, and maybe other than Angie, because I honestly feel like she was a victim in all of this. Young naive girl, powerful man, but just because she is white in a white supremacist world doesn't mean that she has more power than this man, even if he's a Black man at this company, who then presses herself on her.
Mhm.
which makes me feel bad. But I think the movie also has opportunity to show that interracial relationships can work because like Paulie fights for his relationship. He tries to go for Orin, and he does it with dignity, and it's a struggle, but he makes it right.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's what I just have to say about the movie, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, I don't know what to say. I do agree.
Okay, all right. Do you feel like this movie is like a good reflection of like interracial relationships?
No, because I don't think they actually had like a in-depth relationship.
Right.
I think they had like just an instant attraction. I didn't think it was actually love between two people. It was just sort of like a fling, like a moment's, a passion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's a good reflection of, interracial love relationships, like romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it does do a good job in reflecting like different inner dynamics of different groups, like Italians and their inner conversations, and like Black people and their inner conversations and stuff like that. So I
Right.
think it's a good look into different just like societies and communities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
that's what I
Well,
would say. I don't know. What do you rate it out of 10 overall?
I just got to give it maybe a 6.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Like I would give it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think like if you want to watch kind of like a light-hearted, like a bit of a comedy, I guess, but also
Mm-hmm.
like social commentary movie, you can
Yeah.
check it out. You can see
Yeah.
it.
It's definitely
Uh,
not one of Spike's best.
mhm.
When we look at Do the Right Thing, She's Got to Have It, Malcolm X. This is not one of them. This is sort of the
Yeah,
end of
it's a
his.
bit messy and yeah.
Bit messy, bit all over the place. But yeah, generally a movie that can start some discussions, and it's a great time marker,
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
certain eras.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would give it a 6 too. So that's that.
That's that. So we finally did it, guys. We did Jungle Fever. I hope y'all are happy. Shout out to everybody who voted in the polls. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Check us out later next time. Any requests, put it in the comments. There'll be polls on my YouTube channel, and you'll always know what movie is coming next, at least like a day before on Twitter or something like that. So you have time to watch it too and jump in the conversation. Hoping that happens sometime soon. My name's Simon Hill, and peace.